Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Chicago Bears. From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at what's now known as Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Chicago Bears and the Cincinnati Bengals. Two teams here fresh off week 1 victories who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. Thomas.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And some room to work. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Wow, first play of the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, he spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. From the 31, Fields. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that will bring up 3rd and 1. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Right back to him on 1st down. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I've not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. On second down, they'll run it here. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Seventh play in the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. On play action, Fields. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. Here's Fields. And that is incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
Here we go on 4th down, Fields. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they'd really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time, let's keep doing it until they stop us? Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Here's Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The LSU connection, Burrow to Chase for the Cincinnati first.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a 1st down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Burrow. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ballgame. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. from the 6. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're in an early hole. First drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. On second down, they'll run it here. Oh, he's got some breathing room. There he goes, right side. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears are back within a score.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that'll make our score 14-7. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. First down. Here's Burrow. He's going to float this over the middle deep. He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A great effort there. 75 yards. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. Here's McPherson now to send it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got them pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. The Bears on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3. They snap it to Fields. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line.
Here we go.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
11 Thomas. 11, 11, 11. 11, 11. 11 MT, 11 MT. 11 MT, tight. 11 MT, tight. Don.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 82 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down. That fits the bill.
2nd down from the 8. They can get a 1st down by reaching the 5.
12, 12, 12. 12, 12, 12.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Ty Johnson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bengals have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side. And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up and negate the touchdown that was just given up. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. Off play action, Fields. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
On 4th down, Fields. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he is going to have the Bears 1st down on a well-designed play there. That gets them 16 to move the chains. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. And they are going for it. Fields. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position.
Here we go.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
11 MT, tight.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
No question, that was needed by the defense because they're already trailing by a couple of scores. They had to get off the field without allowing another one. That sack on the first play, that may have derailed this drive.
Here we go.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go.
11.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. Touchdown, Bengals. A big play there. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Bengals are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Throwing on third down, Fields. He's going to loft one. Deep left side here. Touchdown, Bears! Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Taking it about the 1. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And I mean, if he's got a man complete. And they're going to get this down to about their 17-yard line here. Now, this is a quarterback that's already in the top 100 all-time in passing yards, but that last throw going to move him past Roger Staubach on the all-time list. Roger Charles at 22,700.
Don't forget, he also won 2 Super Bowls, played from 1969 to 1979. And I would dare say Roger's numbers would be larger. But remember, he had a commitment to the Navy. A graduate of the Naval Academy. Back then, you had to serve your 5-year hitch before you could go on and join the NFL.
12.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow, first down. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield, and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
12, 12, 12. 11 MT, 11 MT. 12, 12, 12. 11 mighty, 11 mighty.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Burrow. This is caught. Touchdown. Jamar Chase with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bengals will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. One play has them to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Back to throw, Fields. Montgomery, another target and catch. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. Now it's Fields. He hits Mooney going across the middle. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Chase Claypool in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bears are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And he'll be out of bounds at midfield, so a solid return to the 50. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Fields now to throw. That's complete to Mooney. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. On first down, Fields. He'll get this underneath to Montgomery. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he'll wind up getting this to the 32. A play that started at the 16, and that's how many yards they get. First down. First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Here's Fields. This one swung out to Montgomery. And he's going to get this down near the 25. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. That'll go as a pickup of 8.
Yeah, once more, a strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they had the big halftime lead. Their defense just helped them out further by forcing the turnover, so things are starting to look pretty rosy.
They certainly are, but they've got to be careful about getting complacent, though. They still need to go out and run their offense efficiently.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They will throw on first down with Burrow. Quick slant caught by Chase. On the move past the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Now Burrow on first down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. He's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Meanwhile, Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And they come with a jet sweep here as Burrow just taps that forward. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Joe Mixon with career touchdown number 109. That ties him with Barry Sanders on the all-time NFL list, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember, last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. On 1st down, it's Fields. Going for the deep ball. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Bears. Darnell Mooney with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go play action with Burrow. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Burrow on play action. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Well, it's been a little bit of feast or famine because he's thrown for decent yardage, and obviously they've got the lead, Charles, but now he's been sacked 4 times.
And what I'm focusing on is his toughness in the pocket. Because you mentioned the feast or famine part. He's played well in between being dumped on his back. But every time he's had a chance to throw the football, he's been impressive.
11 MT.
Another try after the first down sack. Burrow. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
11 MT. 12. 11 mighty. 11 mighty. 11 mighty. 11 mighty.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's taken in by Higgins. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first.
11. 11 MT. 11 MT.
4th down. Here's Joe Burrow. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they find a way to convert on 4th and 10. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side.
11 MT paint. 11 MT paint. 11.
Again, it's Burrow. And his throw here's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's not locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
11 mighty. 11 mighty.
In motion goes the tight end. A handoff running left, Mixon. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 115 yards rushing here from Mixon. He's got a first down.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football. We just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking a tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day.
11 Thomas. 12.
In motion, the tight end.
11.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Burrow. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And the Bears are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is, you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game, telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercepted. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Here's Fields. Looking downfield for Jones. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Bengals are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Another solid game-changing play for this defense for the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals.
But this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
You said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Fields. And he comes back with one complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Again, Fields. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. This pass on target, Velus Jones with it. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
gain of 14. And the Bears first down.
Now a first down throw. Fields. He'll find Jones again. Complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now it's Fields. Left side, got Jones. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's first and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. To throw is Fields. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They saw the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is third and 10. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. David Montgomery, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Bears get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Ready? Second and 11 now.
12. 11 mighty. 11 mighty. 11 MT. Take.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Stop.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A gain there of 30 big ones.
In a spot where most offenses would just be trying to get to the finish line and close this game out, they're still looking for points here in the final minute of this game. I think bonuses could be gained and attained with maybe more points.
Burrow going to get this out to Chase. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Bengals, they used a favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Green Bay Packers.